All right, you guys, so welcome back. It is the summertime. So of course it's the summertime, you guys, especially this summer. It is so hot. It is so hot. You cannot be out here playing with your makeup, all right? And also your skin too as well. You gotta take care of your skin in the summertime. So I want to share with you guys some of my favorite products that I've been using that have been helping me in this heat, y'all. I'm currently in Charlotte. And it is like 96 degrees currently right now. Like the moment you step outside, it is so hot. So with that being said, I have a bunch of products that will help you guys get through this heat. And of course, if y'all are interested, make sure you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into the video. So in front of me, I'm just gonna go in random order, you guys, just to make it a little bit more fun. The first one I do have is currently leaking so bad. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I have it in the shade Marquise's Medium Deep 5. This foundation, you guys, is so good for the summertime. If you need that full coverage, you're going out, you want your makeup to be locked in and not moving, this foundation is my go-to. And this shade also is perfect, you guys. Like every time I put it on my face, it just looks so flawless, so just like beautiful. And even though it's hot outside, I noticed with this, it doesn't melt off. Like it's still hot, don't get me wrong, but it holds up a lot better than my other foundation. So I want to go ahead and mention this one. The only thing I will say is, y'all, it leaks so bad. Like I always have to have something around it. That way it's not like all over my makeup. Now, of course, the next one I have a mini version of this, but this one's currently out. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. You guys know this locks in your makeup. If you're not using setting spray to lock in your makeup with this heat, oh baby, y'all are playing with fire. Okay, I always have to lock in my makeup with a setting spray. If I don't do it, my makeup is going to melt off, and the Charlotte one never fails me. It locks it in, it doesn't move, and it just makes it look really good, you know, for a couple hours. So I'm moving on to the Urban Decay All Nighter waterproof setting powder. I mean, the benefit is in the name, waterproof, because when it comes to this, y'all, especially touching up throughout the day, I get super oily in the summertime. No matter what primer I use, I'm still gonna get oily after a couple of hours. So when it comes to setting my face and also like touching up throughout the day, I love to use a translucent powder just because it is not adding more makeup on my face. Okay, I don't like to use like my powder foundation just because I feel like after a while it'll start to look cakey. But something like this is super lightweight. Just take your puff, if I can find it for you guys, here it is. Take your puff and just, you know, pat into this powder and put it all over your face. And then another item I do want to mention as well is a puff for the summertime. I don't like using a brush to touch up my face. I feel like with this heat, the moment a brush touches my face, it just like leaves streaks. It doesn't look as flawless. So having a puff is super cute because you can just like, you know, like pat your face and all of that. So this is a Sephora one. Their Velour puff. It is so hard to find this, but if you do find this, y'all, go ahead and grab a couple because it is only $5. Now, another powder I do want to mention is a Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder. This is such an OG for fall, winter, spring, summer, it doesn't matter, but especially for the summertime, I like to bake my face. I would not leave the house until I bake my face because it is just too hot to play those type of games right now. So I go ahead and apply this in the typical areas underneath my eyes, my forehead, my chin, all of that, and it allows for my oil to stay away for a couple hours before it gets really hot. I will say when it comes to a powder that really helps, you know, oily skin, this is one of my favorites. It never fails me, so I always have that one. So for sunscreen and primer, I feel like this is super important for the skin, especially for the summertime. Okay, the first one I do have, of course, like always, is a St. Jane Luxury Sun Ritual Broad Spectrum Sunscreen. This has SPF 30 in it. It is a sunscreen and a primer, so it's a 2-in-1, which is one of my favorites because sometimes I don't feel like applying sunscreen and then primer. It's just too much work. But having this on your trips, you know, going out, all of that, it's just so convenient. And also it is a mineral sunscreen, but I like it because it doesn't leave like a white cast on the face. Okay, let me show y'all what I mean. So it comes off like a yellow tint, but then you blend it into the skin and it disappears so nicely. One of my favorite sunscreens, honestly, you guys. Okay, now for primer, this is actually fairly new, and I feel like all my makeup is so dirty, y'all, so don't judge me. This is a Paula's Choice Shine Stopper Instant Matte Finish. This baby right here, I just got it recently, but I went on Google looking for a very good primer for oily skin. I feel like a lot of these primers just don't do it for me, y'all. Like, they claim to keep your oils at bay, but like, I'd be oily after like an hour or so. But for this primer, it says that it provides an all-day shine control, minimizes pore appearance, and creates a silky matte finish. And I've been using it for the past week, you guys. I feel like it does a great job. It is a matte primer, but it's not too matte to the point where like you just look super dry in the face. I actually feel like it's a very nice, comfortable matte, and I feel like this is holding up very well with this heat, y'all. This heat is unbearable, and I know it's only been a week, but so far so good. And also, in case you are interested in the color and what it looks like, almost looks like a lotion, but when you apply it on the face, it just like melts right in. Like, you don't have to sit there and blend forever. It just melts right into the skin, and the moment you put it on, you can just see like all the oils on your face just fade away. So for bronzers, I do have the NARS Laguna No. 4 Bronzing Cream. You guys have heard me rave about this, but I just feel like it gives me that sun-kissed look. It's probably my favorite cream bronzer out there. I feel like some of them are too red, too like, you know, orange sometimes. Like, it just depends, it's never right. But this shade is so perfect for me. Every time I put it on, I'm just like, yes. Like, it just brings the whole look together. Very blendable, easy to work with. Honestly, one of my favorites. The moment I run out of this, y'all, I will go ahead and get another one. And then on top of that, I use a NARS Powder Bronzer Laguna No. 8. This is what this looks like, and it is a very beautiful bronzer. It is what I have on my face today. With this though, you got to be careful, y'all, because sometimes it does look a little bit too red on my face. So I make sure I go in with like one little like swipe or whatever you want to call it, and use that all over my face, because I'm telling you, sometimes I do get a little bit heavy-handed and I will look red. Okay, but the shades with this NARS one, I feel like they could add one more. Like, I want like a true just chocolate brownie color. Like, I want like a brownie color. Okay, a lot of the ones I used or saw were ashy or too red. Okay, I just need like a nice chocolate color. All right, and also for under eye powder and face powder, you guys know the Make It Forever HD Skin Matte Velvet Powder is my favorite powder. This just controls your oils, you guys. It really makes you look flawless and all of that, but when it comes to like the actual oil control, especially for the summertime, I feel like this is perfect. And this is what I use all over my face for like my no makeup looks, because it is just too hot to be using liquid foundation all the time. So what I do is I go ahead and spot conceal with concealer, and then I go all over my face with this powder, and that's pretty much what I use all summer long, you guys. And that's what I use on my face today. Just this powder, a little bit of concealer, you know, my dark spots and areas, things like that. And that's it, I swear, y'all. And it just looks so put together. And every single time, I get the most compliment when I just wear this by itself. Like, whenever I wear foundation, people are like, you look alright. But when I use this by itself, people tell me I look the best. So do what you want with that information, but it has never failed me. And then also for the under eyes, I love the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finish Powder in the shade Tan No. 3. This is a really good touch-up powder, and also another powder for, you know, controlling your oils. Sometimes if my oils are a little bit, you know, shiny, like I feel like right now around my nose, I'll just take this. A little bit goes a long way, and just pat. And it's so lightweight where like it's never gonna look cakey. I feel like it's just way too silky and perfect to ever look cakey on the face if you keep putting it, you know, on over and over again. So one of my favorites, love this stuff, always have it in my bag. So speaking of spot concealing, I've been loving the Fenty Beauty We Are Even concealer. I feel like the formula, the color, all of that is so perfect for like that no makeup look for the summertime. It's just so good, you guys. Like, I'm very picky with concealers. A lot of concealers don't impress me, but this one is just the perfect one because a little bit goes a long way. And all I do is I go ahead and spot conceal, let it sit for like 20 seconds, and then take a brush and just pat it all over, and it just makes my skin look flawless, you guys. Okay, this is bomb. I swear by it. Probably my favorite product when it comes to the summertime. So for blush, I actually do have 3, and they're all for different reasons. So when I'm like trying to look sunburnt, okay, like I've been in the sun all day, I love the Rare Beauty Grateful blush. This just looks so good with like a little bit of a red gloss. I just love that sunburnt look. So if you're looking for the perfect color for the summertime for that, this shade right here is the one. Okay, so this next one kind of gives me like that bronze look because it does have like orange undertones to it. So this is a Giorgio Armani Neo Nude blush in the shade 30. Now I heard it discontinued this. Okay, I'm so upset. This is my favorite blush. I wear it all the time. But this is what it looks like, and I actually have it on my face today. But y'all can see like it's there. It's not doing too much, but it looks like I've been in the sun just a little bit. Okay, but I love this. I use this all the time if I want like a very neutral looking blush. And then recently, Armani Beauty sent me their Luminous Silk blushes. This is in the shade 65, and it's like the perfect just pinky brown blush. And I've been looking for something like this. It's just perfection, you guys. I've been wearing this often when it comes to like my everyday makeup look. This is just my go-to lately, and it just blends into the skin perfectly. And in case you're wondering what it looks like, literally it's just like the perfect brownie pinky shade. It is so pretty. So I feel like I don't have to mention this highlighter. I'm sure you guys already know how I feel about it, but I used a little bit of it today. This is the Refi Topaz highlighter. If you want like that dewy, glowy, wet highlighter look, this is the one for you. Sometimes I just put this on the high points of my face, run out the door, and I just look super glowy and dewy. But yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because I do mention this all the time on my channel. Now for the lips, I've been loving for the summertime the YSL Rouge Candy Glaze lip balm. So I have 3 or 4 of them at this point, but my favorite shade is number 5. This is just like my everyday go-to shade. It's like that pinky, just yummy looking color, and this is what it looks like. Even though I'm swatching it, you guys, just imagine it on the lips. It's a lot prettier, but it's just so glossy and perfect. I don't even need like lip liner with this. I just put this on, run out the door. And I feel like the summertime is like the perfect time for like easy makeup. I don't want to sit here and spend too much time. I want like a little bit of highlighter, a little bit of blush, a little bit of, you know, gloss on the face, and go out the door. That is it, because this heat, y'all, I just cannot think right now. And so this is like the perfect, you know, lipstick, lip gloss shade for me. So the last couple of items are kind of like miscellaneous items for the summertime. They're still beauty related, but they're a little bit more, you know, fun. So the first 2 I want to mention are perfumes, and I do need to re-up like real bad, you guys. This is the Kayali Yum Pistachio travel size perfume. This is so good. It's just a perfect sweet, comforting perfume. I love this so much, you guys. Like every time I spray it, I'm like, this is just perfect for the summertime. Every time I spray this, I'm like, this is just like the perfect scent for the summertime. And the next one is a Kayali Eden Juicy Apple perfume. This is like if you're thinking summertime, this is it. It is given, I just came out the shower, I just shampooed my hair and conditioned it. Like it gives you like that fresh scent, okay? And I love the scent. I need to get a big version of these 2, you guys. I'm so serious. Like they are so good. And then the next one I do have is sunscreen, of course, Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist. This is the Broad Spectrum 70 SPF. I like to get 100 plus sometimes, but this is perfect because number 1, it gives you like that nice glow on your body. If you've used this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But then it also protects your skin as well. So it's just perfection. One of my favorite sunscreens out there. And then also, this is the Lumi whole body deodorant. I don't want to explain this too much, but you know, the little private areas, y'all, when it's hot, baby, certain places start sweating. So if you go ahead and use this beforehand, you're just gonna smell fresh and clean regardless of the heat. So if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. All right, I'm not gonna say too much. And then also I do have the Akwaaba whipped shea body butter. This is the pink sugar scent. Honestly, if you get any shea butter, I believe, I'm not sure, but this one from this brand is amazing, y'all, because literally the moment you apply it on your skin, it gives you the most insane glow ever. All right, and I like to apply this like maybe an hour before I put on my clothes, because if you put on your clothes right after, it will get greasy. I'm just telling you right now. But y'all can just see, like, I don't know if y'all can see how much I put on here, but it gives you like the most perfect glow. So I put it all over my chest, all over my legs, my arms, all of that. And it's so moisturizing, and honestly a little bit goes a long way. You don't need too much with this. And if you're looking at where to pick this up, I actually got it from my beauty supply store, so check there first. But if they do have a website, go ahead and pick it up as well, and they do have different scents in case you're interested. And last but not least, I'm finally part of the fan gang, okay? Because y'all, I haven't had a fan in years, and I'm always sweating when I go out and about, so I finally got one. And it doesn't matter what brand, just get a fan. Just get a fan, that's all I'm gonna say, because it's too hot to be sweating out there, okay? But that is everything, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. What are some products for the summertime that you guys have been loving? Okay, let me know down below. Whether it's primer, setting spray, lips, you know, whatever it is, let me know down below, and I will go ahead and check it out. But I love you guys so much. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.